Is your computer plugged in?
We wouldn't be talking if my computer was not plugged in.
Are you connected to the internet?
Uh, I am connected to the internet. Yes. Are
Did
you?
you?
Are you connected to the internet?
Hold on. Yes.
Uh huh.
Have you gone to the bathroom?
I have. I've
Just
gone to the
brush your teeth.
bathroom. Brush my teeth?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
Just lie. Yes, you have.
Uh,
um,
Not today. I haven't.
you, have you had breakfast?
I had breakfast.
What'd you have?
I had a protein shake with a bunch of spinach.
All right. Um, is Jules there?
No, she isn't. She is. Well, she was in Tyler, Texas, and now she's going to. I don't think I should be telling everybody where Julie is right now, should I?
Are we streaming?
Yeah, we're streaming.
Oh, you got to tell me these things. I didn't know that.
Apparently, people like our pre-show banter
Oh,
when we should be starting, and everybody probably thinks we're doing this on purpose, but we're actually not. I'm trying to find. It's Facebook has gotten really slow lately, and when I try to do all the shares, everything runs real slow. But we can start now. Anytime you're ready to go.
just like that?
Yeah, we can go whenever. We're
All
good.
right.
Good to go. Good to go.
All right, here we go.
The following is a presentation of Stewed Productions.
I need to give you that graphic. I've got a cool Stewed Productions graphic so that everybody knows that Stewed Productions is bringing you today's episode of Liquid Lunch,
I
Texas's live midday craft beer show.
I bet you can't guess what one thing we're going to be doing today.
Florida
Really?
beers.
What gave you that idea?
Florida beers.
Uh-huh.
But that's not the main top of the show story.
It is not the main topic of today's show.
Today's main area, we probably should have gotten some smarter people on the show today, but hey, what are you going to do? Can't win them
What?
all.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly. But
We got
today, the
we
biggest
got one
news,
really smart guy on the show.
and then we got me. So now we've got two people and somewhere a smart guy. I don't know where he is or if he'll join. But anyway, welcome to Liquid Lunch. My name is Josh. That's Kennedy. We got to get right into the news. The news of today is that our governor here in the great state of Texas um, is being a big dumb stupids. It would seem. Sources close to the Liquid Lunch newsroom telling us that they have reversed the allowance of beer on a patio, and so now in Texas it is now illegal to drink a beer under the sky if you are within a certain geographical area, not a school because those are all closed, but next to a brewery where they make beer. And so for some reason, the governor has decided that having a beer in the sun and trying to save small business and trying to make Texas great for small businesses like craft brewers is of the utmost concern and should be stopped in its tracks. Enjoyment should be stopped in its tracks. Business should be stopped in its tracks. So this is where we are. We are in a place where we have to come together and save Texas breweries because our governor is a big dum dum when
He's
it comes to breweries.
he's an asshat.
Look, this is just bad. This is just a bad decision. So, Governor Abbott, I know you have a big screen up on, in your office, and you watch Liquid Lunch, just dedicated every single week. He
Yeah, pretty
watches.
much. Pretty much.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Governor Abbott, I don't mean to insult you, but your judgment on this whole matter seems to be very flawed. And here's the executive order he put out. Should I read this whole thing?
The whole executive order.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Okay.
It's like I've read it. It's like
Mhm.
6 pages.
Oh,
It's a bunch of legal speak and stuff.
okay. Do you
Uh,
have highlights of
I have this
parts?
highlight. The
Okay.
one, the part that affects us the most.
All right. How about you want me to read that out loud? So people
Sure.
have to squint at their phones. All right.
Yeah.
So now the order says for dine-in services by restaurants that have less than 51% of their gross receipts from the sale of alcohol beverages, the occupancy limit shall remain at 75% until 12:01 a.m. on June 29th, 2020. So that's another week. It's a week from today.
Mhm.
Well, 6 days
Wait,
and 12 hours ish, right?
wait.
Since the
This
24th.
June 29th?
That's what it says. Oh, wait, June 29th. Okay, hold on.
That's you're a month off there.
Like I said, negative 30 days.
Uh-huh.
Or what? I don't know. What day or what is today? Who am I?
Let's see. What is today? Today's the 24th.
Okay, so 75% we went down to June 29th. Or
Mhm.
June 29th we went down to 75%. At which time
Yeah.
such restaurants may only operate at up to 50%. So now we're down to half capacity, half
Right.
cap, half calf. Like if you're caffeine sensitive on that, you want a little half decaf, half caffeinated coffee. The total list occupancy of the restaurant, subject to paragraph number 9 below, which that's below. People shall not visit bars or similar establishments that hold a permit from the Texas Alcohol Beverage Commission, the TABC, and are not restaurants as defined above in paragraph number 6. Again, dine-in services by restaurant, and they have this the 51%. Provided, however, that the use by such bars or similar establishments of drive-through, pickup, and delivery options for food and drinks is allowed to the extent authorized by the TABC. So they are lumping large open area breweries with small compact bars.
Yes, they are.
They are lumping St. Arnold, their beer garden
Mhm.
into the same category as a corner dive bar that serves, macro beers of all flavors, all 3 flavors.
They're lumping it together with um restaurants that have a bar inside of the restaurant, and you
Yes.
can go sit at that bar and have all the drinks you want.
Yes, it makes no sense, but also the way they are calculating the sales. So a place like St. Arnold, 51% their of their revenue could come from food if they only calculated the beer garden itself.
Yes, I
Restaurant.
would assume that you could calculate St. Arnold's Beer Garden as a separate entity.
Yes. And so they don't do that. They calculate all the sales of delicious St. Arnold beer out in the community at grocery stores and everywhere else for what I can only suspect, because I know that they have all the best interests of everybody at heart. It can only be the only option, Kennedy, is that people going to enjoy food at St. Arnold versus,
Huh.
say, Chipotle
Yeah.
would be detrimental to their very soul. So they have to do this, obviously.
Did you just
That's
call
the
out Chipotle?
No, I'm saying that if you go to St. Arnold in their
Mhm.
beer garden, and they have to calculate everything together, because if they don't, it's your very soul at stake. That's what they're saying here, is that if you don't, it's going to be the end of you in an ultimate way. Or it could be that they're making a bad mistake and they have bad judgment. It could be that it's simply the swipe of a pen could fix all of this. Simply an executive order from our governor could
We
fix all of this.
we have somebody very intelligent that is probably up on this a lot more than we are currently watching us right now.
Who's that?
One Alan Ward.
Oh, yes, Alan. Of course, that's where I first saw of Brigadoon Brewery and Brew School. That is where I first saw the the news. The new executive order was on his Facebook.
Yeah, he says it's a 3-tier issue.
It's a 3-tier issue. No, Alan, this is one of those places where I am going to have to disagree with you. There are much more than 3 tiers here. There are many
I've
tiers being
I've
shed
I've
across the
shed
state of
more than
Texas.
3.
Yes, the tears being shed over this are unfathomably large. You cannot enough to fill the seas. The seas are salty as they go. but they are even saltier now with all of our tears. Because listen, this is we joke, we jest, not Jester King, we jest.
Huh.
Um, it is a detriment to all of our friends that own breweries and to our ability to have a little reprieve from all of this awfulness called COVID-19.
I was trying to read up on some of the stuff. Now I've got all my normal stuff taken care of.
Good.
Now I can join the conversation.
Okay.
But I was doing some research and I found on the Craft Pack website this quote from them. Do you want me to read this?
Well, you can or I can.
All right. Texas has already seen at least 6 craft breweries permanently shut down as a direct result of the pandemic and the ensuing economic crisis. And sadly, the outlook remains grim. A July survey conducted by the Texas Craft Brewers Guild found that 1 in 3 Texas craft breweries believe they will have to permanently close in less than 3 months without some change to the current shutdown order or new economic relief option. 2 in 3 believe they will not make it to the end of the year under current conditions.
Mm.
So, very, very grim outlook if things don't change. And if you are currently asking yourself, what can I do to help?
Mhm.
Well, I'm about to tell you.
Okay.
You can contact Governor Abbott and say you're being an asshat. Or
Yeah.
you could word a little bit better than that. But hold on, I'm about to post this on the chats. I'll repost it. But anyway, there's a link on the chats. Follow that link and tell Governor Abbott we want our breweries.
Yes. Yes. That's it's okay. So Al, if you're in the chat, if you're watching on Facebook, uh, can you see the chat on YouTube from Facebook?
Yes, you can see all the chats
Okay.
everywhere.
So this will be a chat heavy episode with people weighing in because we need
Hopefully.
more information. So according to Alan, TABC's they may not be able to sell at the Ren Fair. Ren Fair, listen, Ren Fair is all outside. I just
Are they still going to have the Ren Fair this year?
I don't know. I hope so.
I mean, that has that Alan, you're listening to us right now. Has that closed, or is there no word on it? You're waiting to see. God, I hope they don't close.
Yeah, Alan also making note when this is based on the legal licensing when everything is normal. They don't allow St. Arnold to have a restaurant license. They have to have a brewer's license. Do I hear me? I sound awesome.
All right, I'm just making sure we're going out over YouTube, and we are. So if you're interested in seeing all the quotes from every platform, as always, you can follow us on YouTube. We're getting all the all comments from YouTube and Facebook, so I'm monitoring those now. But
as of now, the Texas Ren Fest is still a go.
Okay, good.
Alex Porter from Southern Yankee. How's it going, buddy? Hey, Sylvia from Draft Queens. And friends, all friends of the show and friends of part of the craft beer family in Texas. Okay, so listen, here's the thing. It's like they've already made executive orders. Alex says jousting should still happen. Yes, the lances are longer than 6 feet, so it is actually the one. It is a sport you can absolutely do social distance.
Are they going to have to wear face coverings under their helmets?
That's what I was going to say. The helmets, just a little more chainmail, they're good to go. I will say this with the Ren Fair, a face mask for some of the people out there will be a significant increase in the amount of skin they cover.
Yeah, probably double in some cases.
All right, nothing wrong with the Ren Fair.
Fair is. I mean, some of these people are probably going to take, take that extra G string and just slap it across their face
Well,
and
you got to
be done with it.
Yeah. My friend Bill, I'm sure that's what he'll do. Bill plays drums out there for. Anyway, that's another story, another show. Yeah. Okay. So, beer to go is kind of where we are right now, right? And it's if you look at the information,
Wow.
the sales have plummeted for it's what's up? What are you saying?
Oh, oh. I don't know if he was joking or not, but he said the Renfest will not require masks for patrons.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, they've been dealing with the plague since the way back in the day. So yeah.
Yeah, exactly. They'll just have like people in wheelbarrows going around saying, "Bring out your dead."
Well, all the he said the cast and the people in the shops will wear masks, but they won't require guest suits.
Yeah,
Not
the
like
patron.
they're not gonna take you to the guillotine, or they're not gonna quarter you.
Mhm.
You know, even
They're
though
drawing.
I mean they will if you want. That's part of the festival. They'll quarter you if you want to, but not because you didn't wear a mask.
Are they gonna put you in an Iron Maiden?
That's what they should do. Yeah, state law, right? Obviously, everybody's. Hey, I saw the trailer for Bill and Ted 3.
Oh God.
Awesome.
Is it? Hold on.
Yes.
Before we get too far into all this, before I have a question for you.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
What? Okay.
Yeah.
It's time for your favorite segment.
It's time for your favorite segment and mine. Here on Liquid Lunch.
Whatcha Drinkin? Whatcha Drinkin?
So today.
Oh, I screwed that up royally.
Sorry. Oh yeah, look at that, dude. Come on, man.
No, you can't hear it, but I had. There was double audio going on there.
Yeah, Alex Porter, Southern Yankee. Yes, there is plague-ridden squirrels. Actual plague, not delicious black plague from Brickerton Brewery. So there's that. The squirrels are on the march. The plague squirrels. Craft beers from Florida.
Yes.
Speaking of, and there is a link you can go to it. Speaking of crazy things, Florida.
Yes.
What do we got today? What are we doing first?
So, I kind of planned this out pretty well, better than I normally do.
Mm-hmm.
Julie and I, as you know, if you watched last week, you saw me in Florida. I'm back yet. I'm back now.
Yep.
I have not contracted any diseases that I know of, but I have brought a bunch. I did bring you a bunch of beer back. So
at least not waist up, right?
Well, I mean, come on, those have been there.
Well, I was talking about the flesh eating. Never mind.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Which one are we doing?
What do you want to start with?
I feel like either the orange blossom or the lager, right? Because the Weiss,
Well, because I definitely want to get to the Don Johnson of beers.
Okay, so let's do Sunshine State.
All right,
Florida Beer Company. Right?
What are you drinking, Josh?
I got this beer from this dude that was in Florida. It's a Florida lager.
Yeah.
From Sunshine State, the Sunshine State there. That's Florida, the hanging downy part of America. Yeah. So that's what I'm drinking.
Funny thing, I'm drinking the same thing.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, Alex, that's a good idea. We should see what is today's Florida man. What is today? Let's figure it out.
What is Florida man today?
Yeah, let's find out. Here we go. Florida man. Florida man. Today is I love it. Here we go. July 23rd. Florida man. Florida man bites his brother's penis off. Oh, hold on. Let me. Hold on.
Wow. Okay.
Here we go. Florida man bites his brother's penis off after he walks in on his brother having sex with his cousin on his favorite Dragon Ball Z blanket. Yeah. No, that seems reasonable.
Oh, there's so many ways we could go with this right now, but I think we need to stay on point today.
Like that sounds what he did too. But the picture of this guy
I'm
Well,
so mad at you, brother. I'm gonna bite your penis off
listen,
because
he walked in on his brother
uh
having sex with his cousin
right. So was he just like,
on his favorite Dragon Ball Z blanket.
oh, come on. Somebody got
That's
on my did that on my favorite Dragon Ball Z blanket.
right. Yeah. Uh, you know,
So what? He's just like, hey, um, let me join in on this, and then he's gonna say, "Psych, I'm really pissed at you. I'm gonna bite it off."
no, it was the old saying, bros before. Well, it's blankets before bros, bro.
Well, I mean,
The bros thing has a line, and if you mess with the blanket before bros,
I
throws
mean,
before bros. There you
we
go.
don't. That,
Ah, yes.
bros.
Bros before bros. Bros before. Let me get this beer. Somebody make that T-shirt.
Oh,
We're just casting for anybody.
Misty, thank you for letting me stay at do the show at your place last week.
Yeah.
That calls Florida America's flaccid penis.
Yes, it is. It's the hanging downy part. Um, would my statement about throws before bros, is that a blanket statement? So I mean, is it true all the time? Yes. Let's
Mm.
try some beer.
What do you think of the beer?
It is. It's nice, crispy.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have notes for all these
This
beers?
this was Julie's pick because of course it's an amber lager.
Hmm. I like it. It's good. We don't have any information on the can though. Do you have any information in front of you about Florida Beer Company or?
I
No?
don't. I do not.
Okay. All right. Good
All
show today.
right. Apparently, Misty loved your blanket statement.
Thank you.
All right, and let's get back on topic here.
Yeah, Rodney from Cash Branding. Somebody reach out. We need that T-shirt. Throws before bros.
Mhm.
Uh, on the back, blanket statement or something like that. Liquid lunch. Listen live
Or
for all that.
just or just a blanket that says "throws before bros."
There you go. Yes. Yeah. Never share your blanket with a dude because they were just too big, and you're gonna have one foot out the entire time. So that's why throws before bros. What were we saying?
We need to get back on track with this. Uh,
What?
with Governor Abbott not being a bro.
Oh no! Listen,
Not
that bro's got to go.
yeah.
Yeah, to go before the bro governor
Huh.
to go or with something. I don't understand the logic. I mean, I get okay, like Alan was saying, I get that there's a set of rules, right? There's your license, you're a restaurant or you're a brewery or you're a bar or whatever, and you pay these different. We have these rules that were put in place, a very long time ago, maybe not so long ago, but they were based on whatever.
Hmm.
Yeah, Blue Blanket Statement. Good beer name. There we go. Oh, you know what you do? You share. What would it be? Okay? So, is there an Afghan? Does the Afghan come from Afghanistan? Is it really a blanket or is it an Afghan? So blanket.
It's not a blanket. There's too many holes in it.
Yeah,
You can't really get. I don't understand the point of an Afghan because you don't really. You
that's the
don't.
problem with
You
blanket
don't.
statements is that sometimes there's holes
Yeah.
in applying like an Afghan.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. See, Philip brought up a point. There are connections between our governor and some of the people running his campaign this past time around that are with big distributors. Jeremy says he never saw a single Afghan when he was in Kabul, Afghanistan. So maybe it's more of a, in the outskirts. Maybe it's like a country thing.
How could you not see an Afghan if you're in Afghanistan? Isn't the country full of Afghans?
It probably is. It's just those holes over there. That's where they
I'm
invented
not
it.
talking about the blanket. I'm talking about the people.
Oh yeah, I think those are Afghanis.
No.
A person, one who resides in Afghanistan, is an
Mhm.
Afghani, not an Afghan. An Afghan is a Is it something that's going to leave your toes cold, like in the Tora Bora Mountains? Afghanistanis. Okay, so not Afghanis, just Afghanistanis.
Well, what if you just want to shorten it? Like, like some people shorten American as American because,
American
yeah, they take off
or
the A.
Yanks? They call us Yanks.
They take off the A because they're shortening it for whatever reason because that
Uh huh.
extra A is a little bit too hard to pronounce.
Oh, yeah.
And so maybe Afghan is just Afghan Danny's.
I think if we're going to be, like formal Afghanistanis, I think, yeah, I think like Jeremy. So, what about someone who lives in Kabul? Is it a Kabuli? Kabuligan? A Kabuligan. That would be kind of cool, right? Merkin?
Merkin.
Merkin is a different thing.
Merkin.
That's a whole other show.
Huh.
Sorry. If you're watching and confused, the chats, you got to be on the chats to get the full effect, the 3D effect of Liquid Lunch. What we're saying?
Yes, help us get those viewers.
Yeah.
Don't forget to subscribe to YouTube if you haven't already. Subscribe to this bad boy. We get enough of you subscribers, we can monetize it.
Okay, yeah. Also, if you're looking to advertise, we're looking for sponsors as well. We're looking to expand that as well. Let me know. All that's in the works. Also, if you miss a day, or even if you don't want to listen to the podcast, still subscribe anywhere podcasts are downloaded, and that'll help us there as well. It'll just help with the Googles. When the people search for the Googles, the more the merrier, or something.
And apparently, if you watch on Stitcher, it's pretty up to date. Not 50 not 50 episodes back like I thought it was. I do listen sometimes, and I find that I sound a whole lot better when I listen to it at 1.25 speed.
Speeds you up, or no,
Yeah.
slows you down?
No.
1.5?
Yeah. No, 1.25, I think. Or is it 1.5? I thought there was a one. Anyway, one there speeds me up talking. I sound a whole lot better.
Oh yeah, kind of makes you sound smarter, like you
Yeah,
really
I
knew
don't.
what you were going to say.
Yeah. Instead of just sounding, hey, how's it going?
Yeah, if you slow it down at all, it goes to pass out drunk.
I
Yeah.
kind of talk at that level a lot of times.
Yeah, Alex Porter is kind of a choose your own adventure podcast. If you just throw something out, we'll just start talking about it. And,
Yeah,
can't help
I
it.
know. Like, I wanted to talk about Abbott and all this other stuff going on. Save our breweries, but then it all went south when I said Florida beers, and then it went to Florida man, and then biting off penises and stuff.
Yep. Well, that happens. We can bring it back around.
I think, honestly, this is all Alex's fault.
Well, probably, but
If he had not asked about Florida man, we would have been fine.
We would have gotten there eventually. Speaking of, I feel like Texas is, speaking of biting off penises, we're biting off our penises to spite our face. You know what I'm saying? And, that old saying, how that goes. This is just bad. It doesn't help anybody. Is there a devil's advocate out there that can speak for why the governor would do this? Like make the case, the Iron Man case, not the straw man, the Iron Man case for why the governor would want to do this?
Well, I mean, I would say technically St. Arnold is a brewery, and technically St. Arnold makes more than 51% of their profits.
Okay, but
over beer. Now, are they going to the tap room? Is it any different than going to a restaurant? It's not. I mean, are you less safe at a tap room than you are at a restaurant? I'm going to say no. Are you safer at a restaurant than you are at like a sports bar?
No. So the line of logic of, okay, these are the rules. I get what the rules are, but we've also seen during this pandemic, or almost right away, the governor made an executive order to where restaurants could now deliver alcohol, which is a huge deal. How are you going to check who's getting that food on the back end every single time? You're going to tell me that a 20-and-a-half-year-old didn't, order some alcohol? That's all it has to be, and then you've already broken the law. So you're telling me that you're able to enforce every single transaction there with food delivery with alcohol? So why not make another executive order that you can actually enforce the needed rules of age restrictions on alcohol and driving and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? You have more control here, Mr. Governor. I don't understand the logic. So I wish somebody who could make the Iron Man case for why the governor can't change it. Why he can't follow precedent that he's already set from the very beginning of this thing. Why can't he? I need somebody to make the case. I need somebody to just wow me with their intellect or something. You did it again.
Yeah, I hit the fade to black button. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. Hey, Foamy Head 13 is having
Oh.
a 1 IPA from Oscar Blues Brewing. Hopefully, Austin. Whoa, bless you.
Whoa!
This-
Oh man!
This
Whew.
you're allergic to IPAs. Is it 1Y or 1E? Anyway, John there. Join the show. Actual question from Alex. Here we go. We've been making the same arguments for months now through shutdowns and the shutdown of my computer screen. There we go. Through shutdowns at 1 and 2. Is there anyone that has insight on how those in powers are responding to those arguments? I haven't seen any communication from the governor, and yes, it is driving everybody nuts. So, yeah, I don't know. We haven't heard anything from the governor's office. You know what I'm thinking? There's been a lot of leeway for protests and things like that. What about a sit-in beer drink somewhere? Have we come to the point where we need to have civil disobedience and exercise the right to protest? When does that happen? At what point do we have to do it to save our friends' businesses and to save our culture that we celebrate every single week here on this show? At what point do we have to say unreasonable government and unreasonable restrictions need to be stood up against? That's my question. When do we? I'm not saying we're there. I want the governor to just change what's going on, just like that, and we can all get along nicely. But at what point do we need to sit somewhere and drink a beer in defiance of tyranny?
Well, another point that I've heard other people make is that you can get like beer to go from restaurants and stuff, but your local brewery is currently still not allowed to make deliveries to local residents, which it doesn't make any sense. And like way back in April, people were trying to get that changed and stuff. To this date, I don't believe the Texas legislators even talked about it.
So I'm getting people saying on the chat now that we're there, right? We're there. We're civil disobedience. We're there. Like maybe a defiant shotgun or something, right? Not as in like the guns, the shotgun, like as you shotgun a beer. Don't anybody misconstrue my words, right? I'm talking about the very quick drinking of a beer in a very efficient way. In defiance, maybe we do a shotgun protest.
When was the last time you shotgunned a beer, Josh? College?
No, it was a few weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You probably shotgun one since I have.
Foamy Head 13, 100 calorie IPA, 4.0% ABV.
Oh.
Alex Porter says we've discussed some civil disobedience or issues that are live. Yeah, here's the problem, right? Liability insurance wouldn't cover incidents if we're open illegally. We'd be down. Yes, the industry as a whole would have to all come together because there is so much entanglement with your licenses and ability to do work, to be able to make a living is tied up in the government telling you can do what you do. So that's where it becomes very difficult to say like all brewery owners or all brewery workers or whatever to come together. Maybe we don't do it at a brewery's place. Maybe we all go to the Capitol in Austin.
Oh.
And have a drink in.
We have 10, 20,000 people on the footsteps of the Capitol building all shotgunning at the same time.
Yeah.
And then we all throw our cans at the Capitol building and walk away.
But no, we don't walk away. Maybe just for the camera, then we pick those up and we put them in the recycle.
Yeah, okay.
Put them recycle.
Yeah. We walk away and then come back a minute later.
What are we saving the industry for if we're destroying the earth? Those breweries are built on this planet.
Trust me, there are enough homeless people in Austin that they would go and collect all the cans.
Either way,
it'll be fun.
We're not going to leave them on the sidewalk, Kennedy. We're going to put them in the proper receptacle but we can still voice our displeasure.
Yeah.
Can we do a drink in? Keg, like, do we do a kegger on the Capitol building?
We have been doing 4 months of drink-ins.
I mean, like maybe we march/stumble.
Huh.
You know what I'm saying? Up to the Capitol and chant something. Somebody come up with a clever chant. You know?
Oh,
And we
I have a question for you, Alex, since you are currently watching. You're a captive audience right now. Are you guys still open to drink on the patio? Getting a beer to go and go to the patio. Is that
Yeah.
still?
What are our options? So if we're saying, all right, this is all we I don't know. When do we do our drink in? We got to figure that out. Because I mean, what's more intimidating than a whole bunch of craft beer enthusiasts bringing beer to a place? You know, nothing screams
Yeah.
intimidation like a bunch of you know easy to get along with individuals bringing beer to what's essentially a party.
Mm-hmm.
So if that doesn't get our idea across, I don't know what will.
I think 15,000 people at the Capitol all shotgunning beers at the same time.
We need to do something.
And not shotgunning craft beers. Like no Trulies, no White Claws.
Some things are assumed in the statement there.
No Coors Light.
As long as it's
No BLs.
it can be. It's just got to be brewed. And
Local.
Texas,
A local beer. Something local from the state of Texas.
we will not discriminate against style, yeast, hops used. None of that.
Unless you use Simcoe.
Okay. Listen, I'm going to let you hash that one out if you want to make the case.
I'm kidding.
This is a forum for that, but
I'm kidding. Eric,
I'm hop inclusive.
Yeah, Cat P has a use, apparently.
That's why it's a thing, right?
Yeah.
They would have done away with it if it weren't. We would need buses. I've been saying that for this show for a very long time, Alan. I want a bus. I want a tour bus to do the show. But you mean to get people there?
Oh, I think we might be onto something. People really want to go out and do this.
They're not using the school buses right now. If only we knew some people that had buses.
Yeah, like a blue one that's not currently being used.
It's true.
You know where we could get our hands on one of those? Padded inside, so we could, do all sorts of shenanigans on the way.
Yeah. No, Philip knows a bus driver. If only there's like a beer liner in Texas as well.
Yeah,
We're gonna need more than
Philip does know a bus driver.
Yeah, shotgun response. Like, listen, I want a peaceful protest. Like, listen, seriously, we want you know what the best thing would be? Would be for Governor Abbott when we march down to the Capitol with our beers to come out and be like, I didn't even know you guys were here. I haven't been getting any of my messages. I never did the update on my phone. I just got them today. I just changed the law. No, let's do a shotgun, right? That would be the best case scenario. That's what I want. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to have ill will towards anybody. I don't want anybody, I don't want people, I just want people to be, and this is the whole thing, right? We just want people to be able to work, enjoy beers, Texas beer, you know?
Yeah, we want people to work and then on their day offs be able to go to their favorite brewery, kick back with their buds, and have a few brews.
Absolutely. That's all we want. And what are other states doing? What's Louisiana doing? What's Louisiana? Somebody call Urban South
I can tell you a little bit about Florida.
What's Florida doing?
They're same thing. Only beer to go. But they've taken it a weird step further. Like on their beer, I thought we were like the worst. Apparently we are not. Because the beers to go in Florida have to be prepackaged. Like you can't go to a brewery and say, "Oh, hey, I want this crowler, I want that, or I want a crowler of this and a crowler of that." They cannot pour the beer in a crowler, can it, and give it to you directly. It has to be prepackaged. I think the logic is so people don't like hang out in the brewery. They get it to go and they're done. But they will fill up a growler, a glass growler. That's fine.
So growler's fine, crowler not fine.
Correct. And we went to a brewery, bootlegger brewery, on our way to the beach in Tampa, and they said, "Oh, we're running kind of low. We only have like these 4 beers that you can get to go." And I'm like, "Well, there's a crowler machine right there." And they're like, "Well, we can't use that. I mean, we can fill it up, but we can't give it to you right now."
What's the limit? Does it have to be sitting there for a certain amount of time?
I don't know what the time is. It has to be in the back. And I think some people technically will fill it up for you, take it in the back, and say, "Oh, it's prepackaged," and bring it out.
Yeah, that's it.
But that brewery went to, Bootlegger in Tampa Bay.
Mhm.
They had their growlers, their glass growlers. They were giving them they were selling them for at cost. So $3 is what they were.
The growler itself.
The growler itself was a 32-ounce growler was only $3. So
Yeah.
I got a couple of those.
Okay.
They didn't have like their branding on it, but they put stickers on for us. So
Right.
it's a little weird there, but they're going through the same pains we are.
Okay. I'm going to start asking around people in other states what the rules are there. Right. So
Yeah. Oh, Jeremy, where are some of these Oklahoma rules right now?
yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
See, I'll find out. I'm gonna.
What are the? Do you have some Miami Vice music handy?
I didn't know I was gonna need any. Are we jumping in already?
What? You're not finished with your first one? We're 43 minutes into the show.
No, I can be finished. I just didn't know we were going there yet. I was kind of nursing the last little bit, waiting till I got the sign.
Oh.
So we're doing that. I thought we were doing the other one.
I wanted to do. I mean, we can, but I really wanted to show off the can. This is my favorite out of all of them.
Dude, this one's 11%.
Oh, you got the wrong one. So
that's not what I thought I was getting.
I gave you 2 orange. There's 2 orange blossoms in there.
Oh,
you got the 11% one. That beer was that 12-ounce can was like $4.50. By the way.
Oh, so do I need to give this back or something?
No, I got 2 of those. One for you, one for me. But I don't think you want to drink that one right now.
No, let's do the Weiss.
You never watched Miami Vice, did you?
I did not.
You youngster.
Yeah. What do we know about this beer?
It's delicious. We were at
Miami
Miami
Beer Company.
It is. Julie and I met a couple of her friends.
If I tested this beer, would it have cocaine in it? Didn't Miami, like their water system, just like laced with cocaine? It's like a requirement to do a bump as you're like going into Miami.
I mean, if you want to
I don't know much about Miami, but this is what I hear.
If you want to do a bump before you chug one of these, that's on you.
Can't imagine what that would do to me. Anyway, launch me into the orbit.
So we were at a restaurant and with some of Julie's friends in Florida, and they had this on tap, and I had about 4 of these, because we were at a restaurant. Couldn't go to a brewery to drink beer. Couldn't go to tap room. You can go to the restaurant and like have all the beers you want.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
Uh-huh.
The arbitrary nature of all of this.
So
it's good.
Crockett and Tubbs. I don't know if you remember those guys.
With the white suit and then the scruff.
Yes.
5 o'clock.
Yes. Undercover police officers driving around a Lamborghini.
Yeah, that's what they do.
Yeah.
I listen seriously though about the march on Austin, the beer march. To do it on the up and up. How can that be? Like we need to get and I'm not saying we need to necessarily do that. I'm saying we need to start throwing out options. Obviously the sending of the emails and the messages and tweeting at the governor and things like that is not.
It's not working. I mean, how many messages did he get about beer to go? How long did that shit go on?
Well, for the beer to go when we were in normal times, I understand letting the legislative process, work itself out, right? We had worked towards that. Scott Metzger and everybody had worked towards that for so long, right? Open the taps, all the things that were done here in Texas to get that as a thing. You almost had to make it, that process, right? Shout out to Battle Hops and Katie.
Look at that. Look at the carbonation. Going nuts.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
That's
no-
they got that coked up yeast down there. It's like all like, I'm gonna eat some sugars. I don't know what they do.
I need some sugars. Yeah.
Woo.
They put their yeast in cocaine first to get them really active.
Everything. I feel like just testing the water down there would bring back, they talk about $20 bills, like something like 90% of $20 bills have trace amounts of some snortable something. All right, so here's a Mississippi from my buddy Greg at Southern Prohibition. Packaged beer is 2 cases, cans or bottles only, no kegs. Let's see. At his place, you can get things to go draft beers because you can get to go draft beers because they're in the entertainment district. So I guess you can walk around. Okay, I gotta ask him if they're shut down. So anyway, all right. Finding out if they're shut down at all over there in the Magnolia State.
Well, I mean, just going back to like that statement before, where from the Craft Pack that said in the next 3 months, 1 out of 3 breweries are going to be closed, permanently closed.
Yeah,
that is nuts. I mean,
well,
since we started doing the show, like the amount of breweries in Texas has easily doubled, if not more than that. And this is just in 4 years. And then all that.
Are we at 4 years?
Yes, we're at 4 years. And then all that is just going to go to shit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and there's ways to get around this. Yes, we are in COVID. We are in kind of a crisis mode, but I mean, it could be better for sure.
Well,
and it doesn't seem like Greg Abbott and the TABC has like the best interest for the breweries, for small business.
Well, look, I get it. Here's my thought. Just trying to Thursday noonish political quarterbacking. Right? Texas was a little slow compared to other places to want to shut down. They were very worried about the economy, which they should be. We should all be worried about the economy. This is what we're dealing with right now, right? It's a big part of it because eventually having no money becomes a bigger crisis than what COVID is currently. People without food and transportation and ability to work and places, businesses going out of business becomes its own health crisis, right?
Right. I mean, you can't. The government just can't keep throwing money at people, throwing a bunch of stimulus at people, and expect everything to be good. Eventually, we're going to go bankrupt.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so over in Mississippi, currently, they are open. Masks are mandated. There you go. No groups larger than 6, so a 6-pack, right?
Mm-hmm.
And 50% capacity, subject to change, depending on where the need necessitates, right? I think everybody understands that, and that seems pretty reasonable. So, but outside, you can spread out. There's so much room. I just don't understand. How many breweries are there in Texas now? 200?
Oh, no. When we started the show like 4 years ago, there were maybe just over 200. And I think we're getting close to like 500 or so now.
Now I got to look.
I mean, there's so many. It's awesome to be able to like say, what brewery do I want to go to today? I've got so much to choose from.
Mm-hmm.
What a choice to have. And like 10 years ago, you had like a choice of 3 or 4 to go to. Now
Looks
in
like,
Houston, you got like a choice of about 50 to go to.
yeah, depending on where you draw the line. It's according to Forbes,
Uh-huh.
more than 300 as of the beginning of the year.
I thought it was over 400.
Well, that
Okay.
was 6 months ago. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
I don't
mean,
know
it's
where the
it's it's
definitive.
been awesome to like be on the outside looking in, seeing the growth we're getting in the craft beer world.
No, that needs to continue on, right? Because you've got so many areas. Texas is so big, little neighborhood breweries and stuff. In any town of any size are a valuable asset to that community. It's a place to meet and talk and all of that when times are normal. You got we should be think about where we should be right now. We're coming up on August. Should be getting ready to go back to school. High school football should be in swing. The practices and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
Should be in the last third of our baseball seasons in the pros with the Astros leading their division.
Mhm.
Just enduring all the horrible
Opening day
booze.
tomorrow.
Yeah, Astros opening day tomorrow against the who are they playing? Mariners? Who are they playing? Thanks.
Uh, Jeremy, really quickly, you said you have to wear a mask when not at the table. Is that tap rooms?
Rocky.
Are
Playing the
your
Rockies. Sorry.
are your tap rooms open in Oklahoma, or was that just a restaurant in general? I'm
That's the
curious.
thing. If restaurants are open, I don't understand why tap rooms, big, large tap rooms, can't be open.
Well, I mean, I can kind of see that the state, if you don't visit these places a lot, you don't really know know what you're know what they're all about, and I can see how somebody just from the outside looking in could lump tap rooms and bars together
They don't. They
in
don't have the luxury of that.
in one thing, and they're not.
They don't have the luxury of just being like, "Oh, I don't understand. Let's make some rules." They've got people. They've got everybody's. The tech. Just call up Charles from the Texas Craft Brewers Guild. Hey, man, what do you think about breweries? Their tap rooms being open. They got a lot of space. We're letting small restaurants stay open that are you can't social distance when you come in to get your food to go or whatever. How about a tap room? Is there a lot of room there? Oh, most of them. Okay, cool. Make it based on actual space.
Yeah,
Like this is what we
yeah.
like. When you're talking about a virus being spread to people, wear the mask.
I mean,
Space out. And if you're outside, you're pretty good. You're as good as you're going to get in these times.
in early June, there's a lot of us who went to Backview. I mean, they're on like 10 acres or something. You could easily distance yourself there. You're way more safer there, in my opinion, than like any restaurant.
We're about 540,
540. Oh,
540 breweries, brew pubs, according to TAB. 535 total.
okay.
So there you go.
Oh, thanks,
Alan
Al.
Ward bringing the stats. Ooh, you know what
Oh,
they need to do, Alan, at the Ren Fair for the I know the kilt place is right across from Brigadoon there.
yeah,
And by the way, if
right next to the Scotch tasting place that'll get you in a lot of trouble. You drink too much Scotch there, you're gonna feel like you need to go buy a kilt, which is what happened to a friend of ours.
yeah, no. So what they need to do is sell masks in your family's pattern.
Oh yeah,
Nothing says fun time at the Renfest in September like a wool face mask.
man, we
Although
are we are full of ideas today.
I know, right?
I know.
That's
Somebody needs to go back and like market all our ideas. We'll
well, they
take
got
us
that T-shirt. If you start seeing throws before bros, like its statement.
and the march, the shotgun march, shotgun beer march on on the Texas Capitol.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. But that's the thing? It's like we need to do something. We need to do. I don't know if that's the thing. Like, do we need to all be together? I don't know. Maybe not right now. But I think a march to just go do some shotgunning on the Capitol would be awesome. That'd be a party.
Shotgunning beers.
Yeah.
I feel like we need to clarify that. Oh, I gotta leave in like 3 minutes, by the way.
Oh, that's cool, I guess.
It's not. It's not cool.
Well, here's a thought,
Uh-huh.
just to let you know.
Yeah.
I need so you gave me some of the graphics here. I'm looking at how you're doing things. I'm actually paying attention after 4 years.
4 years.
Yeah.
Good.
Well, I mean, I see it, and I was like one of those things where I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. Like that looks cool, right?
Yeah.
And I can all of this, right? Save Texas breweries, everybody. I
Mhm.
don't know what good the posting on social does, but it can't hurt. So let's do it. Everybody, put that on your
I mean,
on your
it.
feeds.
I think anything helps. You get the message out there in any way you can.
Mhm.
If I mean, if you reach even one person,
That's
you,
okay. So here's a thought. If
I mean, you're helping, even
if we
if it's one person.
yeah, yeah, that's the thought. That's a great thought there, Kennedy. You're so smart. Um,
I have my days. It's always after that second beer.
listen, that beer beer has all kinds of nutrients in there, fuels your brain, right?
I agree.
So like,
I don't feel like I get going on the show until I've already had 2 beers.
Alan brought up another valid point. You can
Uh,
legally carry uh, at the Capitol,
yes, that is true.
CHL,
Yeah.
if you're licensed,
Uh-huh.
but you can't drink at a brewery. So I don't know.
I yeah,
That's let that sink in.
yeah. You can't go inside the Capitol building.
Ooh, there's Charles. Charles Valorant. Hey, brother. Thank you for all your hard work, sir. Texas Craft Brewers Guild.
Oh.
Yes. Post. He agrees with you, Kennedy. Post
Wow.
tag governor.
Somebody agreed with me.
Well, I said you. I actually
Yes.
make that point, and we got distracted.
Uh-huh.
But I agree too. I think what you said is absolutely true. So if you can change your neighbor's mind, if you can, or not even change their mind, just enlighten them to the situation of all of that. The more people that are speaking up to their representatives,
Mhm.
all of that, we can, hopefully, I don't know, rouse the attention of our governor and just get this thing changed. So, um, just let's just everybody just put it on your grams, put it on your Twitters, on your Facebooks, all
Well,
that.
once again in the post, I have a link there. Click on that if you want to. It's a way to contact the governor for
Yeah,
all the good that will do. I mean, I think we're doing by getting the word out, getting at least one person on our side. If everybody could do that, I mean, we're in good shape there.
yeah, that's what we need to do.
So I feel good about us right now doing our little part right now to get the word out.
Yeah, so share it, and there you go. I don't want to, dude. We don't want to keep you too long. You got things to do, right?
Me?
Yeah,
I got work to go to.
that's what I'm saying. Okay, so everybody, this is where I get to promote coming soon. I haven't gotten all the details. Pretty soon, more days of the week for Liquid Lunch on a permanent basis. Um, we got an ability to. Well, we've the limitations for us to do this show have been lightened.
Mhm.
There were limitations before, technologically, time, all that kind of stuff. They are not there. So it is time to kick this coverage of the Texas craft beer world scene, uh, community, all of it. It's time to kick it into high gear and get the word out. This is one of those things we need to rally behind. So, and that was my adapter, not anyway. Yeah, so we need to do that. We got to do it. So we're going to start doing the show more often, more interviews. I got the ability to bring in more interviews on your favorite video chat apparatus. However you like to do it, we can get you in here on a moment's notice,
Yes.
starting soon.
If anybody feels like they are more of an expert at this than we are, because definitely not, or if somebody wants to come in, you're really passionate about this and you want to come on a show and talk,
Yeah.
just shoot us a message, reach out to us, Facebook, Instagram, however, email,
Yeah.
however you want to do it. We'll be glad to talk to somebody who is a little bit more up on these things than we are.
Yeah. Are you having an earthquake there down in the heights?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm getting antsy because I need to go.
All right. Well, we'll wrap there then. I'll bring the music down, and this is an abbreviated. I say abbreviated. That's an hour, but still, I like to talk more. All right. So, Charles, Alan, all you guys, let's be in contact soon. We've had platforms, so let's get the word out there, and we can get them. We can get it out there quickly. So, this show or Interbrews, I'm ready to chat it up all the
And
time.
I'm going to mention really quickly
Yes.
to start practicing your shotguns for when we all go to the Capitol and shotgun a beer and protest.
It's gonna be the most delicious protest ever.
Join the Facebook group, social Friday social. Oh shit! What is it? Social
Shotguns for social.
Shotgun Friday for social distancing. Shit, that's a mouthful. Shotgun Friday for social distancing on Facebook. Join that. Post yourself shotgunning beers. Get ready to go to Austin and shotgun in the face of Governor Abbott.
Yeah, we need to bring awareness, and we should also do like a cheese pairing. Just because, why not? I'm just saying. Who doesn't love beer and cheese?
Where did that come from?
Where is it not? Where is it? Why would you not think that, Kennedy? It's always assumed if somebody has cheese.
I'd rather pair tacos.
Okay, either way, I'm fine. Anyway, all right, we'll wrap here. Yes. Kennedy, good job today.
Good job with you, Josh.
Thanks to everybody who checked in today. Alan, love you, buddy. Charles, thank you, sir. Jeremy and Sylvia, and who else did we see today? Jose. Hey, Jose.
Philip,
Misty, the whole gang. Everybody, thank y'all. And Alex.
Alex.
Go get some, I don't know, are they doing beer to go right now, or
they're beer to go, and you could go drink your beer to go out on their patio and grab a delicious pizza while you're out there.
Yeah. Okay. So there you go. Be on the lookout anyway to to support our people.
One of my favorite places.
Yeah. Heck yeah. All right, everybody. Have a blessed rest of your Thursday. Kennedy, I'm going to hit this music. We got 35 seconds to go. So get out there, buy somebody a beer. Go get some beer to go. Help support our breweries. Post on your socials.
I mean, now more than ever, go support your local brewery.
Yep, support them. Buy some merchandise. Buy some beer, and then share it with your neighbors and get them to go buy it and just get it out there. And God bless Texas, and God bless all of you. Have a great weekend. Stay safe, everybody. We'll see you next week here on Liquid Lunch. Bye, Kennedy. Great job.
Bye, Josh.
Preceding has been a presentation of Stewed Productions.
You will, unless I